Hello, can you hear me? And you can hear the game as well. Awesome. Okay. Well, today we are in creative. Same world that I started not too long ago that I've been live streaming. I'm gonna try to come up with some gradients using the Axiom mod. I haven't really messed with it, so I'm gonna try to come up with something. This mod has these cool little buttons right here that you can actually come up with gradients. So I don't have to spend hours trying to come up with a gradient anymore. Trying to come up with some gradients that are fairly beginner friendly. You know, stuff that you can get within the first day or so, depending how long you're playing. It's not too bad. I do have my chat open if you guys want to ask anything or just sit back and relax. See. Really not doing much right now, just shifting through the blocks, trying to come up with a few different gradients. Again, trying to keep it kind of basic. Hmm. This is a little difficult. Gotta go through quite a few. Bricks. Maybe chiseled. Right, there we go. Okay. This seems pretty good. Right there. Let's go lay it down. And you could also save hot bars here, which is pretty cool. Go. Okay. Let's see. We'll just start placing them kind of like this, just to get a good visual. They're pretty easy blocks to get in the beginning. The hardest ones would probably be the deep slate ones, but I didn't even include any blackstone. But now with this, we are going to move into the next one. So, and start with something maybe in the middle, like that. And then put moss all the way over here. Let's see what we can do. Something like that. Bad. Tough. Polished tough. Bricks. There we go. Something like that. Not too bad. It's from here. Oh. Don't want this one. I can kind of shift to that. Honestly, we can switch that one with that one. There we go. Something like that. Okay. Those are two pretty simple gradients. Let me make one more. Maybe make two more. I'm gonna use a really bright all the way to dark oak. So, and then maybe we can put spruce in the middle. Let's see. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, if you guys haven't tried out the Axiom mod, highly recommend it. Very, very cool. Played around with it a little bit, and still learning it, but so far I'm very impressed. Back to mud. I don't know. How do we get that? And how do we get mud? Uh, hmm. Mud bricks. Or, see, this is a really nice block. All you need is just one mushroom. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Let me get this gradient done. Jungle. Some. There we go. There's another gradient. We'll put that right here. There we go. And let me make one more with spruce and all the way to green. There we go. Green wool wouldn't be too bad. Possible. Let me put stone, maybe right here. Like that'll help a little bit. Toss it, yep, just like that. Green wall. Stone. Wood. The brown wool, maybe? No. Angle. By rotating back. We can do oak. Yeah, let me get oak. And this is gonna be the last one. Oh hey, Argo, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, no, I I remember your name. How you doing? Okay. So we're gonna start with these gradients right here. They're all fairly early stage friendly. I think you might have some trouble maybe finding dripstone and collecting enough deep slate, but it's stuff that you can find, you know, as soon as you start a world. Simple wood types too. Oak, over to dark oak, birch, and then that block right there is mushroom block. Nice. You're gonna set up your own streaming? That's pretty cool. Is your server gonna be modded or kind of like this, just vanilla with visuals and stuff like that? Okay. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. Do you make YouTube videos too? I have a old desktop that I don't use anymore that I have been meaning to turn into a server, but haven't gotten around to it. Oh, you know, I'm gonna make another gradient of white. Like really white blocks. This is kind of fun. Sorry if it's a little boring on your guys' end. I'm just trying to come up with some different gradients. Move stone. And the side on the darker end. Right. Ooh, maybe some stone. Could bleed from... Let's do something like this first. Which one's the whitest? Is there another white block? Maybe polished. No, quartz isn't too bad to get, but let's stick with just the overworld blocks for now. I don't even know if I want wool as a main. Actually, I think it would serve as a highlight, not a main block. Maybe we can put that there. Something like that. And the site. Boom. Like that. Okay, let me read the chat. Oh no, you're good, man. Keep texting away, dude. Like, sorry if I take a little bit to respond. You guys keep me, you know, keep me company. I'm not even gonna play for that long tonight. I'm just going to... Heck, I might just clear out some land and that's about it. I gotta go to sleep fairly soon. I work early. But I'm definitely gonna be on tomorrow. Bone block. What's that? No, I just... Oh my god. I just cleared it out. Okay. Well, I feel like I know which blocks I had. Thought I could shift into my inventory. I think it was something like this. And the side at the end. Now those two were right there. That one was there. Go. Yep, clay. Yep. And it's this one. Bone block. There we go. Okay, let's not delete it. Okay, sweet. So, sorry about that. Got that. These. Go. Yeah, it's Axiom. I've been watching some tutorials on it lately, and it's pretty cool, man. Like, it super helpful. Trying to see where I should build. The kind of the world I've been playing as survival, and so I'm trying to plan out my builds in creative just to kind of have an idea and maybe just collect the resources and transfer it over. But yeah, no, I hope your server stuff goes well, man. What's the other wood? There it is. Okay. Some heavy stuff first. Maybe we can do like a staircase kind of going up a little bit. Stone bricks kind of in the middle. Let's see. flowing with the land a little bit. Yeah, it's the exact same world that I was streaming on the other day. I just copy over the new render, like the new chunks, you know, if I build something or some farms and stuff like that. That way they're kinda still updated. But yeah, it's the same world. Yeah, no, it's always been my main game. Like, I've gone through phases, obviously. I used to play a bunch of other games. The other game that I play every once in a while with my girlfriend is Black Ops 3 Zombies. You know, just modded maps and stuff like that. But I used to be heavy into like Battlefield and stuff like that, but Minecraft is always that one that I always come back to. I've only been playing Java for the past like almost 3 years, I think 2 years for sure. And I would always play on Bedrock on console with my friends and stuff. But yeah, no, Minecraft now, I mean, I'm super busy. I have a full-time job and I got other responsibilities and stuff like that. So I only like to play single player games now. And probably the best one is obviously Minecraft. On top of, you know, it being the game I choose to make videos on. Nice little stairway right there. Not too big into terraforming. Thing with terraforming, you can kind of burn yourself out, and if you know, if you travel the world, your Minecraft world, for so long to find the perfect spot, you know, you shouldn't have to change it too much. Build into the terrain, don't alter it. I usually don't even start with the house itself. I always make some sort of like stairway or something like that to kind of show off some show off, you know, like the entrance and stuff like that, or things to go up into the area. I think the thing that makes builds pop out isn't the build itself, it's the way it blends into the environment. So it looks pretty good right there. I might have some sort of a extension right here. What about you? Do you only play Minecraft? bad. Now, which way do I want the entrance to face? Probably that way, looking over the village, and the sun rises from that area too. Give myself a little clean slate. Okay, I'll probably build out that way. So, let's see. Give myself some building space in case I want to build something here. Start. 9, 10, 13, 14. Seven. Start with that. First, I just kind of count out the blocks. Okay. Go out. That. Let's make this one a little bit bigger. Five, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Go. Bad. Just 5, 7, 9, 11. And build back. Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely get into some sort of content creation. Like for the new year, I actually plan on starting a new this is gonna be my main channel, but I plan on starting a fitness channel and a art channel, because those are some other passions that I have. But you know, I think we spend our lives just consuming a whole bunch of stuff. Feels good to kind of give back in some sort of way. Okay, that doesn't look too bad, and maybe come out here a little bit. 5, keep it short. 7. Says 7, 9, 11, and how far do I want this to go? Maybe right there. Okay. Something like that isn't too bad. Start. What do I want? 7. I think I want this one. Is there far reach? Let's see. Hmm. Infinite reach. That one's useful. I usually start off by just making the shapes. Ooh, this is a little tricky. There we go. We'll make it 7 blocks tall on this side. Then maybe 9 blocks. Let me see. I want this to be a second floor. That'll be a floor. Maybe 10 blocks tall. Okay. Okay. Dang, this is such a useful tool. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll keep them 7 also. Like that. Okay. What do you mean by your last comment? I think the entrance would be right here. Something like that. And Oh yeah. Yeah, no, like I said, I haven't even played around with Axiom that much. I know if I press, what is it? I think it's this one? No. Nope. This one? Nope. Okay. I think it's 12. There we go. Yeah, like this has a whole bunch of other stuff that I am interested in learning, but until then, I mean, this is just crazy, dude. It's Blender. Okay. See what I'm gonna do here. Hmm. I'm trying to fix something on my end real quick. All right, there we go. Okay. I'm thinking I can use the darker blocks, kind of start laying out some sort of a gradient. But I think I'll start. It'll be dark. Yeah, this whole corner will be dark right here. And just because I'm trying to think of like the shadows and stuff like that. This would be dark as well. Might add like a little baby entrance right here. Let's see. Let me start collecting blocks that I would use also. Maybe fence. Oh, you know what? For this. That one. Am I able to place? Oh, probably be the tinker. Right? Maybe not. No updates. Nope. Nope. Ah. Alright, I'll figure it out later. Okay. Little entrance right there. Bigger entrance over here. Yeah, I never used gradients for like the longest time. If anything, I still kind of build like how we all used to, you know, just 5-10 years ago. But gradients do enhance the build a little bit. But if it takes the fun away from, you know, the builds or you just get overwhelmed. Just stick to regular, you know, 3x3 or 3x5 building. Like right here, I used a odd number system, which I've always built like that. That way, if I ever want to make like a roof or something, it aligns right in the middle. Because if you have two different, an even number, you'll have two different blocks and it kind of looks weird when you try to put everything together. But, let's see. Sorry, I'm moving my phone around. That's where I'm viewing my chat. Okay. Start. Yeah, and I also used to use pillars a lot, which I kind of still do, but now there's a little variance. I think this side will be, can I replace force place? Here we go. Oh. Oh, I see, I see. So, yeah, playing around with this is a little confusing, but there we go. Okay. And then I activate it again. Boom. Something like that. Yeah, see? Look at that. Not too bad at all. I'll probably that right there. Something like that. Go back to the wood one. These are pillars, so I'm gonna try to use a different form. See. Like that. That's not too bad. This can be something that blends into that. So, yeah, see, the gradients really help. Okay. And so I like to kind of keep something uniform, you know, either it's the frame or some pillars, and then have the gradients kind of bleed into it. Something like that, maybe. Place. Some randomness. And here we can kind of start playing with some of these. Let's see, let's work over here. Thinking I have the force replace. So, yeah, that's not too bad right there. And then the tough. What can I eat? I think we'll just kind of keep it like that for now. So it looks like the walls will be kinda wooden. I don't think that's a bad idea. See, look at that. It's kind of just dark in this little area. You can always go in and fix whatever you want. See, and it kind of blends in this little section right here. Something simple. Get some highlights. I think that's as bright as we're going on this wall. That. Put another one right here and something like that. Something simple. Let's randomize this one a bit. Place it right here. Then that's not too bad. Change this dark. Okay. And then what we can do with the frame, gonna go from light to dark. Maybe even just placing that right there. Then I think we'll keep one's gonna fall. We'll put another one of that. Have it back. There we go. See? Nothing too bad. And then we can then use walls and fencing to kind of bleed these little areas together. But for right now, that's all right. So got some highlight over the entrance. Shadows. Okay. What am I going to move on? Let me check the chat. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, no, I spend hours. I spend hours coming up with my mod pack. Like this whole, I might make a video here pretty soon because those videos usually go pretty. They do fairly well. Depending on the title and when they're posted, but I plan on posting a few like mod pack videos or shader, you know, setting videos here in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, no, this one has a bunch of I think it's right under 200 mods that it literally doesn't add any new blocks to the game. It just makes the game 100 times better. You know, all these quality of life mods, all the little animations, the sounds, the shaders, all that stuff. I have a modded, like with additional you know, mods, a different mod pack, like with the create mod, farmer's delight, all that stuff, that I also play on. That's actually the one that I've made most of my videos with. But yeah, no, I come up with all the mods. I spend an unhealthy amount of time trying to figure it out. Could do sort of highlighted entrance, almost, maybe. well. Okay, come on. Yeah, something like that. Then I'd have to put... that. Some stairs. Look upstairs. And see, you kind of just build onto... No, like that. Bit higher. Then these like that. There we go. Not bad at all. Okay, I'm not gonna detail too much. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna fill that up with... So just get your gradients in. I'd rather, you know, have you make your shapes and then get the gradients in before you even start detailing. Before you make like any extensions. Like right here, I'm probably gonna extend it 2 blocks out. But I'm trying to hold myself back from doing that. And then let me make the roof. I should probably... Yeah, let me make a quick little... Just use blocks that I usually use for roofs and stuff like that. Oops. That. Get some planks thrown in here. Okay. Trying to think what type of I mean, I can always change it, but what type of roof am I gonna try to go for? Am I not using... There we go. Okay. You this dark. Yeah. Something simple like that. Let me move it around. Wouldn't consider this detailing, but I guess it can be. Track. Did I mess something up? No. Wait, maybe I did. Dark. Shoot. Think. Yeah, I think I had to just stick to one side. That was the issue. But it's okay. Kind of like that. And this roof is going to be visible only from the inside. I'm going to put something on top. Did I miss something here too? Yeah, god dang it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, if you guys have seen the other videos, all those builds, like, man, they took me a long time to make. And it was all in creative, not creative, survival. Okay. It goes that way. Checkerboard. Oh, right? Yeah. Okay. Just trying to fill in whatever things I can tonight. The reason why I like building my survival builds in creative is so that I have fun doing it. I don't want to stress, you know, building a certain house or a certain base and then something misaligns and I have to literally destroy 1/3 of the whole building just to fix a, you know, missed placement or something like that. So over time I've just made my life easier. Stop holding myself with all these, you know, hardcore rules that you gotta quote unquote play by. That's not too bad right there. Then we gotta start getting variations of these blocks and stairs, because that's what it's gonna be covered in. But for now, that's good. Can I copy this? See if it's kind of easy. Oh yeah, no, I need to go back and watch my earlier videos. It's almost been a year since I posted my first one. But that one, I did enjoy it. I remember I played around with like different angles and stuff like that with the replay mod. Now I have a different mod that I use, but it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun to make the early videos for sure. And I think I'm going to remake a lot of the same concepts in maybe better versions. Just because I feel like I can convey my thoughts just a little bit better. Okay. See here. too bad. Yeah, thank you. I try to script all of them in a way that sound pretty authentic. I mean, there's some videos out there that, you know, I just kind of, like, I think my last 2 videos, if I remember correctly, definitely my last one where I just talk, I just upload whatever's on my mind. But yeah, no, some videos I like to make, I really put a lot of effort into my script sometimes. I'm trying to think what type of... I think I'm just gonna go with regular wood. Maybe make some pillars. Now, where was that entrance gonna be? 3, 5... Right here. Let's make a pillar. Some wooden pillars. You gotta throw some wood in here, like, as support beams. A lot of times people will either default with wood or stone, and what makes a highlight from a build is the different use of blocks. So like the main structure is going to be, you know, these heavy stoned blocks, but logs can also be used as pillars. I can make a script pretty quick. Some of them can take, I can get them done within a day. Sometimes a few weeks, depending on what I'm trying to convey. Just because if I'm trying to tell a certain story, I have to write the script in a way that I can also plan certain shots, and it's kind of hard to do that, like with just typing, right? So what I'm trying to say is I'll type up a script, but as I'm typing it, I'm trying to imagine a certain shot that can maybe go with the sentence to kind of be in the background. So like, let's say I'm talking about, you know, looking at, for example, just looking at the brighter side of, you know, life or whatever. I'd like to convey like maybe a shot of the sun or a sunny day and stuff like that. So it takes a little bit. Messing around. Get this one again. Okay, I might separate here. This right here might actually... Oh no! Forgot I got the extended reach. Better not do that. Okay. This I'm thinking of having it flat. I don't think I'm going to do too much. Let me see. Start with this. And from here I could start rotating it like that. Like that. Yeah, that's not too bad. I wonder if there's the tinker button, right? Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, that makes my life so much easier. Okay, that one doesn't have it. But I need to have a... Yeah. Do something like that. Oh my god. That is great. I use this one. I knew that was a feature. There we go. Something like that. And then have that going on right here. Oh my god. That was so satisfying. Okay. Let me... What am I trying to do? Okay. Then... Nope. Good. Go. Takes a little bit to kind of get used to this, Oh, okay. And boom. Boom. Wait. Boom. There we go. Go. Boom. Like that. Not too bad. Okay. See? Now we kind of have an idea of what it's going to look like, and then the walls and the fences will be able to kind of blend these different type of blocks a little bit better. So for example, I could put like a birch fence right here, or even a spruce one, and it kind of just blends in a little bit more. But I'll do that in a few. So that's what that looks like. Let me see. Let me plan out the windows on this side. Man, Axiom, this is my first time actually using it. Axiom makes building so much easier. Something like that. There we go. See, look at that. See, because the sun will break through, you kind of want to have some highlights right here. This wall is going to be wood, and this one might be stone. This whole building over here might be stone. Okay. Yeah, no. I've always wanted it to be some sort of a, not to say Minecraft YouTuber, but you know, Minecraft YouTuber. And just about a year ago, I kind of decided like, hey, you know, might as well embark on something that I really want to try out. let's see how it goes, and it hasn't been too bad. I've learned some stuff, and right now I'm still motivated to just kind of keep going and keep getting better. How am I gonna extend all this? What time is it? Oh shoot, I gotta get off, man. Gotta go to work. Doesn't look too bad. Little weird cross. This into that. Maybe that. Go. Okay. Not horrible. Trying to blend it in just a little bit more. Where something like that's not too bad. Then these just kind of randomize it a little bit. Maybe place the darker ones down there. That. Okay. And the windows. Okay, it's gonna be a 2-story, so it'll split around right there. So those are just placement blocks, but I might put this one would probably be a 3x3. I might want to do the same over here, like that. Maybe. Extend that a little bit. Shouldn't be too bad. And it'll be cut in half right there. And these, I might even have to extend it up a little bit more. For now, that's okay. Alright, well, that's the first little part of it. It'll look amazing. I will promise you that. But you know, the beginning stages of it are always just a little bit slow. You know, you're especially if you're building this without a plan and you're just kind of going with the flow. See right here, I really like this style of windows, where there's like one tall one in the middle and then 2 little ones on the sides. I build a lot of my buildings kind of like that, which I might do something like that here, but I don't know. But yeah, fortunately I have to go to bed. Gotta get up early. But thank you guys for joining. I think I'm gonna stream Saturday night. I might stream a little bit tomorrow. But definitely Saturday night. Yeah, I'll probably do a little bit tomorrow. We'll see. I'll post I'll keep sending out posts and stuff like that. I posted one today. But yeah, it was just like you know, 1 to 3 of you guys that joined tonight. Thank you guys so much. Argo, thanks for joining again. I think I'll remember your second account also, so I'll remember you as one of the OGs of when I when I started playing. And you too, Claire Bear or Sea Bear. I will see you guys, if not tomorrow, I'll see you guys Saturday. So have a good night.